Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. Half-time in the 14-15 restricted match here. North versus South in the 2018 Region of Origin Series. It's North with a late try in the first half to reassume the lead. Well, an interesting match, Troy. Certainly fast-paced, plenty of scoring opportunities. North got out to a great start, but then slowly South found their way back into it.
Absolutely. North out of the blocks nice and early with a couple of tries on the board. South certainly got themselves back into the match and looked like they were going to go to the break up. And yet, not to be the case with a late try by North as we get ready for the kickoff.
So back into it we go. North get us underway off the boot of Josiah McGreal.
Hold! Go! Offside.
An early penalty as well. Casey Hall, the man that earns it that time. We gave him a rap in the first half. He's been excellent in the middle for South, and he will look to tap and go now. Fends off the first one, and he's eventually taken down just short of halfway.
Hold! Go! Go! Thank you. Ball up you now! Hold! Go! That's two.
Watson is taking the ground. Gilbert now the dummy half. Shuffle play on now. The outside back's getting involved as well. There's a looping ball over the top from Siliapi Tongia.
Go, that's four.
Good yardage here of South. Off the back of that penalty.
Go.
They will look high with the kick. Real tester at the back here, but
good hands.
Handled professionally by Peter Teruki Waitford.
Make my line 14. Good. Good.
JD Richardson
14
shoots off some cheap yardage with a little dart out of dummy half. Guttenbill now rushes.
Off the leg,
that's the call from the South team. You can hear it from the centres there. You know, boys start working. They've got to get some wide speed.
Sawafa. Good carry forward there and just about got the arm free to promote a little bit of second phase that time. Guttenbill to his playmaker. Holds it up at the line, does Joseph. Last tackle now coming up. Swing it wide to Joseph. Joseph plays short. Little stumble at the line. Manukia ends up almost having to surrender in the end. An unfortunate time to slip over, but that right edge, it looks so dangerous, doesn't it? Every time they head down there between Joseph and Manukia in particular, Troy, they look very threatening.
Yep.
Hold. Three now, Russian! Hold, 13, 9.
Great offload there.
13, hold, go.
So we'll let some of the pitchers do the talking there as Gory and myself just reset ourselves. And the ball's getting shifted to the right side here by the Southern team.
Moving it around
good
nicely.
Good offload.
And certainly going side to side here. South looking to move this northern pack around. Breaks down a little bit there. Sloppy play out of dummy half, but it's centralised via Suluapi Tongia.
Go, that's four.
Franklin shifts it on. Lethbridge.
Lock in now, final. Hold. Go.
A nice little kick here.
Franklin will go high, and it's claimed by South. Ball's still alive now. Houghton looking to promote it. Gets the second phase away. Plenty of offloads here from the Southern team, although he'll be dragged to ground by Joseph that time. So enterprising stuff from South, but North looking pretty assured on their line. Learn the handover that time.
on now, left. Hold. Go, Marcus. Not square and
Penalty as well. So piggyback out of trouble here now. And
Not square.
thought about the quick tap. Instead, they're going to kick for touch. This will be Benson to put boot to ball. Put that one
Play on.
over to the sideline, but it won't find touch, and as a result, South will get
return.
back on the ball. That's a poor error at this point in
Yeah.
the game, and
And
Out
then
there.
opportunity lost.
Yeah.
so at the end of all that, we will basically go back to where it all started, and it will be a Northern ball.
Team's starting to bind up now, getting ready for feeding the scrum.
Austin Joseph to feed.
In the back row there, tuck in.
Second game of the day here at the 2018 Region of Origin Series, supported by Rugby League Development Foundation. As we
Nice.
see North now break, and it is via Lennox Tongihilu. Guttenbiel, the dummy half. It's just play on to Waitford. Holds it up
Good
now.
ball.
There's a break down this left edge now. McGreal into space. McGreal was looking for support, didn't end up finding it. He's tackled to ground about 10 metres out from the line. Into dummy half now goes Null.
Blocking up 12. Hold. Go, that's two.
Guttenbiel will work the short side. Soafa. Gonna have gone close here. He's gone
There
more
he
than
is.
close. Kalalo Soafa, the Aussie Eagle big man, crashes his way over from close range. Let's take a look now in the Region of Origin replay.
The right side's off all the time. Yes. Offside on your 9 and your 2. Thank you.
And really, they telegraphed it. He was always looking there. They had plenty of time to set their line south, but couldn't get the necessary numbers there. And at the end, just manages to get that ball down and onto the ground to extend the lead for North. Benson to attempt the conversion.
Perfect side for a left hooker. Nice.
Kick is good, and North lead 22 points to 14 over South. 37 minutes gone in this one, 7 minutes of the second half.
So trainer's message to the South team, Corey. What do you think the points would have been made?
Probably just need to regather a little bit here. Now they come back from that early deficit, so they know they can do it. Just be a matter of finding their way back into this one. And, it starts with their defense and straight into it. That is not the dream start. It's a good carry off the back fence from Rodney
Make the line. Hold.
Fulgani
Yeah.
Tau.
Fresh legs on.
Guttenbiel looking for that quick play of the ball. He wants to keep them moving. Here's the try scorer, Soafa.
Lock in. Make it. Hold.
Yeah, they held him down long enough there.
Playing at an increased pace right now are this North team. Here's a good run out of dummy half, looking for the offload. That time looming in support was McGreal.
Go, that's 3.
Guttenbiel shifts to Joseph. Joseph goes out the back. The timing just a little bit off. It breaks
It's gone
down, and
forward,
Manukir ends up knocking on. Something promising building out the back there. Just a split second really, wasn't it, the run? Just arriving a little too early, and you can see them there actually discussing that one. The post-mortem on that play. What it does do now is give South the chance on the ball. So we'll pack down now. Kyle Wayno to feed.
Out.
South be looking for a good set here.
Turns back on the inside where they bring the winger,
Make the line, boys. 9.
Sulapi Tongia,
9, you're off. Thank
into
you.
the play. Now off the back fence, this is Houghton. He's been ever present today.
16 stay. Make it, boys. Good.
Casey Hall lines up another one, Casey Hall, and goes 5 meters post contact.
Good.
Wayno up the back.
Backdoored it.
Edmonds Hall joins in.
Hold. Good.
Hinari to Wayno. Up out of the
Close.
line was Joseph, and now Suliapi Tongia. The show, the go. Suliapi Tongia. He's going to go all the way. No, he's not. Dragged down. 10 meters out from the line. That was a make or break tackle there.
Go, that's 4.
They got there just in time to North. Space now on the left edge for South. Holding it up. Looping ball. Will this be a try? Short.
Just nose planted straight in before the line. Tried to roll in. Referee says no.
At the end of all that, we'll get a North penalty. But boy, that was exciting play from South as they try and edge their way back into this one. Still plenty of time. Remember, we are playing 30-minute halves in this one, so 20 minutes to play.
Hold.
North let off the hook that time, although to their credit, their scramble defence very, very good. As Vaden Guttenbiel, one of the try scorers from the first half, gets us back underway. He's been busy around dummy half.
Boys, make the line 11. Good.
Good footy here in
Great
the
run.
15, 14 restricted grade. As Manukia now earns the penalty for his team, and Joseph keen to kick for touch and get things going again. They've given themselves that little bit of comfort, haven't they, with that 2-score lead now. As a result, able to play with a little more freedom, perhaps. Suafa.
Lock in 18. Make the line left side. Hold. Good.
Fresh legs on the park.
Cool there's to try and charge it, push to the middle. There's another one settling in. They do just that. Good offload.
Ty
Still
Davis
alive.
that time, keeping it alive against the Manukia. Here's this deadly right edge once again, and Richardson's going to go close, but he is pulled down. Good scramble defence from South. Centralised now. It is via Benson. Benson content to take the settler on this occasion. Guttenbiel looking left and right. Up out of the line quickly to pressure Joseph there, and they force the error. Boy, that's a big, big defensive play just as things were starting to build a little there. And up in the face of Boston Joseph, and they force the error. Player down and back play, and it is Joseph who did wear a shot there just as he was probably a little bit defenceless as he was about to grab the ball. The rest of the players taking full advantage to get some water on board.
Big shout out to Ray Horton Howell. Second row for South team, number
Ryan,
11.
Ryan Horton.
Yeah, Ryan. Been busy today, and he just did 3 tackles back to back out there, and he's certainly getting through the workload in regards to his cover defence. So well done, young fella.
Yep, and he's played the full 42 so far. As we see, Joseph looks like he's going to leave the field. That's a big blow for North. He's just about been their best player today. Has set up a number of their tries, so he will make his way to the sideline here now. A reminder of the interchange rules for this one: 5 on the bench, not 4, and 6 interchanges. Basically designed to make sure everyone gets a go here. Remembering for some of these boys, they are playing for opportunities to represent the Auckland side. He's
Yeah.
going to take on Auckland Nui in a couple of weeks.
Concur with Corey. That halfback's had a fabulous day today for the Northern team. Well done.
Hold. Go. Good. That's one.
And he's on a bit of defence work now, is young Ryan.
17 release now.
Certainly getting paid some attention there.
Hold.
11 on 11 that time, and Benson wins that little battle. Looks like perhaps the boys had a little word to each other afterwards as well. Casey Hall,
Hold. Go.
probably their best forward today in terms of work and yardage. He's carried very, very well. This is Kui Libodi.
That's 4.
Hold the ball up here, but that's a nice read that time by
Hold.
cover foul now. Now the Lions back rower comes to the middle now. Wayno will get to his kick. It's a scrappy one. It bounces awkwardly, and Manukia only just manages to pick it up after a little juggle that I'm sure would have had a few people on the edges of their seat. They jump out of dummy half now, and they're making cheap yardage here. So much of it is just their footwork before contact. They've just been able to evade and just make people miss a little bit on that first contact. And once again, plenty of post-contact meters up for grabs that time. They're going to get a penalty at the end of this one as well, North.
And they've got to run it.
Furious calls of tap and go from the sideline. And he duly...
The main call was from the sideline, ice it. Meaning, you know, put the final touches on.
Good defence that time. Once again, Ryan Horton involved. The help of Hinardi. Guttenbiel. Short, and they put it down. So with 15 minutes to go, North just looking really to secure this result. That time, execution is off. This will give South a chance to get back into this one. Big day of action down here at Cornwall Park today. If you are just joining us, earlier we had the Under-13 Open, which was live streamed. Fairly comfortable win for South in the end in that one. And the Under-18s to come up next. Troy, looking forward to that one. A number of those boys we have called both for club level and at college rugby league level as well. So very much looking forward to that one.
Tomorrow's superstars today.
It's quite beautifully put. South now to fight their way out of yardage. A couple of big boys to really put their hand up here now. You can see Casey Hall looming in the background. Is he the man to bust this one open for South? It looks like he's lining up. Instead, they're going to go the opposite direction. And this is Brown. It's driven back. Manyarewa Jr. If they come.
It was a great shift.
Keep the ball alive, and Bailey Rowe dies on it just short of halfway. Hinardi will kick. It's high and it's got a fair bit of length on it as well, but it is scooped up comfortably by Peter Tiruki Waitford at the back. They haven't really shot themselves on the foot a lot today, North. When they have made errors, they've been at the right end of the field, I guess you could say, as Benson carts forward. Hasn't he been busy today, Joe Benson? So got involved in the goal kicking and a bit of play kicking as well. Guttenbiel. Back to the middle, Sawafa. Little change of direction at the line. He is taken down under the weight of Manuel. Ty Davis. Last tackle coming up. No halfback on the field. Who takes control now? Slide the kick in behind via McGreal, but it's easily cleaned up. The chase is good though from North. Driving the shoulder in there and taking him back. That was Ice Manukia.
That's one. 17 stand! Hold! Hold! Go!
Horton gets rid of one. He'll get the penalty as well. Have to take advantage of this now, South. Need to find a bit of energy. It's all got a little bit stagnant the last few minutes for them. Someone needs to take this game. Try and find a result here. They need some dynamic plays. It's there for the taking right now. North hold a 22-14 lead. 12 minutes to play. Casey Hall, the first man charged with taking this ball forward, but he's met by some very enthusiastic defence, and it's finished off by McGreal. Wayno. Half to half. Hinardi involved as well, but look at the line speed from North. They're up and in the face, and Guttenbiel's at the heart of it again. Mr. Consistent at dummy half. They shuffle it on now. A little Double pump in behind from Boston Franklin. It breaks now and Brown's into open space down the right edge. The cover coming across. Beats one, beats two. Still dancing his way across.
Oh, nice.
Alabati Brown. This
Great
is
try.
brilliant.
Get there, boys.
stuff.
Oh, bad luck. Play ball, quick.
They get to the play of the ball. They'll come left now. They should score here and will. Brilliant stuff from South. Suliapi Tongia, the man to finish it all off. But Alapati Brown, how good
Great
was
run.
this run? Gets a little bit of help there from a Shepherd perhaps. His teammate was certainly worried about it. But look at his change of direction. So tough to bring down. At this point, you think he's in. It's a brilliant covering tackle from Peter Tiruki Waitford. But unfortunately, it is in vain for North. And on this next set, they just do what is required. You can see there, good game management. Boston Franklin barking orders at his halfback, says, get out of the way, I'll handle this one. And then from there, they just catch them, not quite set on their line. And Danilo Suliapi Tongia does the rest. Important kick coming up now. Could reduce the gap to 2. It is away, so it will remain 4. And with 10 minutes to play, we've got a game on our hands all of a sudden, Troy Hardy.
Absolutely. The boys are having their conference centre back at the halfway mark here for South. Getting a bit of refreshment in. It'll be a day to be hydrating. The sun is out and it's a grouse day for rugby league, so come down and join us.
So North preparing to get us back underway. Down towards the corner here, and it all bounced, trapped on the foot. North have regathered. Benson on the ball.
Boys, back 17. 17 you're off. Boys.
So North recover it now and give themselves a good chance here to perhaps ice this one now. The two are on offer right in front of the sticks. Do you take it? The discussion's going on. North will elect to tap and go. And Sawafa will get things back underway. And bump it forward here now. Any points at this stage could be enough to seal the result. Guttenbill just about left the ball behind it. Dummy half from short range. The defense from South held him up at first and done enough. Just short of the line, Guttenbill burrows.
Not deep enough.
Brilliant goal line defense from South. Game on the line and they know it. Go back to restart it now off the boot of Guttenbill. Benson. Casey Hall is involved in the tackle right in front of the Sports Safe uprights.
Go, that's 3.
Step there from Manu Kia. That footwork has been dangerous today. Open the scoring way back in the first 2 minutes as North now move the ball on. Last tackle coming up. Big play in the context of this game. They will go left. North, they move it on. Is there space there? May have been at one stage, but Alapati Brown up and quick to defuse the situation.
Get the turnover. He didn't realise it was his ball.
Pick the ball up and play it. Yeah.
Keep an eye on AucklandLeague.co.nz. We'll have all of the match reports, reaction and photos from the day at the conclusion of all our matches today. Under 18 Open to come up next on the live stream.
Line stand! Make the line hold. Go, that's 2.
Benson on hand to bring him down. In fact,
Go.
that time it was Manukia. Horton gets the offload away, sets Wayno free. Wayno now looking up and surveying his options. He's taken down by covering defence from McGreal. Now they run it south, looking for something to get them back into this game. Last tackle coming up. Come back to the sticks now. Kick comes in behind. There's no chase from South. It's messy. This could be a South try here. No, it's going to go back, and Richardson says this will be a dropout by the look of it. So we'll go back for a dropout here.
There we go.
Back underway now, North. Down, it's a scrappy one for South. 4 points the difference. Less than 5 to play. Casey Hall lines up. Takes one straight into the heart, and he'll get the penalty on the end of it as well. So it'll be a quick tap and go, you would think.
And there's no golden point in this game, viewers. A draw's a draw. So with moments on the clock, they'll desperately want to, get the 4 points and convert.
Just to clear up the confusion there, although the referee has called time off, there is no time off in these games, so the clock will keep running, and I think South know that. They are keen to get going again. This is Horton. Gets rid of one. Taken by 3 in the end. Davis. It's off to Kuilu body. Right in front of the uprights now. Davis again is the dummy half. And plays in Franklin, and they come out towards the wing where Brown is on hand and gets the second phase going. They offload again. Suliapi Tongia. It could be now or never for South. A little bit of footwork there, and Manuel goes close. Davis to Franklin. Edmonds Hall wrestled to ground. Last tackle coming up. Franklin. He will kick high out towards the wing. Brown's there. Brown's gone up. Brown's got it. We're going to come back for a penalty though. Offside the call. And it all looked too good to be true. It turns out it was. Alapati Brown. He went up and came down with it. There was no problems there. Unfortunately, he was in front of the kicker. So North, they dodge a big, big bullet there, Troy.
Absolutely. No, I love that commentary. No, it all looked good. There were no problems there outside the fact he was just in front of the kicker. So North get away with a big defensive effort there, and they'll be looking to complete this set as the clock ticks down.
Nothing fancy needed from North at this point. Complete the sets, get to a good long kick, and maybe even think about kicking on play 4 here. In the meantime, they might not need that because Sawafa has pierced through the middle of the park. Casey Hall, guess who, on hand to bring him down. They get to a quick play of the ball now. This is London. London will centralise into the middle of the park. They're only 40 metres out, or 30 metres out now from the line. They sit on a 4-point lead. Any points here and you think it's game over. Manukia shakes out a 1. And then gets driven back. There's a player down in back play. That's Peter Turuki Waitford, who wore a big, big shot there. He's going to remain on the field for the time being. This is the other Manukia, Ice. The 2 Hibiscus Coast Raiders. McGreal, the double pump. Up out of the line quickly is Brown. Brown comes in to close him down. South defending. like their lives depend on it right now. North will work the left edge. Benson, the ball's
Good hands,
loose,
right, yeah.
manages to keep it alive. Hot potato stuff from North now. They get to a kick at the end of it. Casey Hall is back to collect.
It's been all over the park, isn't he, Casey?
We'll take that back into the heart now inside the final minute by our count. Horton will cart the ball forward. Here's a penalty. South, one last chance for them. They need to move quickly. Are they aware of just how long is left in this one? Franklin will be the man to kick for touch.
Yeah, the management said the same on the far side there. They need to go virtually the length of the field.
Back on the line.
And that will not help. We'll waste another 10 seconds or so here. Wayno with the tap. And we'll hand it off to Horton, who will take a settler now. He's quickly bumped to ground. The 10 short of halfway right now. Not long left in this one at all. Horton suffering with what looks like a bad case of cramp there. That'll be a knock-on. That'll be the game. North will win it from here. A thrilling battle in this one. In the 14-15 restricted, but you would think North have got this one sewn up now as the siren goes in the background. They do. And a gutsy victory for North. 22 points to 18 over South. They lead early, did North, before South came back into it, but they really showed their class in the second half. Led around the park really well by Boston Joseph, who didn't manage to finish the final 20 minutes of the game due to injury, but also some valuable impact from the likes of Vaden Guttendale at dummy half, Kalalo Safoa in the front row, and Sid Bell as well as Joe Benson in the back row. So North get the victory in this one. A very short break for us now before we build into kickoff of the Under-18 Open.